And one thing that he really talks a lot about is unique ability. Is, are you doing the things that really fire you up a lot? And so I literally joined this mastermind, and I joined Strategic Coach for a year to find what my unique ability or unique abilities were, because I couldn't figure it out. Because the advice that I would hear so much, and a lot of you listening to this probably hear the same advice, is that you're doing the right things, or that they're your your superpowers, or whatever you want to call them, if people say you're really good at them and you get paid really well to do it, right? People say you're really awesome at these and you get paid really well to do it. Do more of that, a lot of people will say. And that's what made me miserable in my business, Yona. I did more of that. I got really good at writing email copy, making offers, and doing all the marketing execution. I got paid at that time pretty darn good money to do it. People would always say I'm good at it. They'd hired me to do it for them. And I'm like, well, this is probably what I need to do more of. But I would sit there and go, at the end of those days, I would be drained. I would put off those projects for days or weeks. I really didn't want to do them. And I would go just mess around with other stuff. And so I started looking at with those non-negotiables, and I joined that program. This one thing popped up that finally made it work for me. Is the gal who was my coach or strategic coach, you meet quarterly. She said this. She said, you'll know your unique abilities when you find the list of things that give you more energy when you're done doing them than when you started. I'm like, oh, that makes sense to me. And I started making a list. And I wrote down a list of those things, but then I struggled because I said, these things give me energy, but why am I not working in that?
Yeah.
Like, why is 80% of my time actually the opposite of that? And so same thing. I created something called the Energy Audit that actually helps you find the opposite first. I wrote down all the things that I do in a given week that drain my energy. And it could be anything, business, life, everything, right? I don't like showing up to meetings that are set up a certain way, right? I really love strategy. That went on the energy give column. Okay, a line down the middle of the paper, energy gives on the right side, energy drains on the left side. Strategy, going to the whiteboard and blowing on, just writing it, a strategy, but then I want to leave. Like, I don't want to execute it then. So execution made it on the left side, which is energy drains. And there's a whole list of stuff, checking email and like all those things. I looked at the list and I said, okay, this is great. I've recognized what drains my energy and gives my energy, but how do I change it now?